Hello! So, yeah, I've just watched Rob's video. He's celebrating 200 videos, which is a bit of a milestone. And yeah, I always enjoy Rob's videos. I've been watching them for a long time. He encouraged me to get going with this, and yeah, that means a lot. And yeah, so I wanted to do a response to this, and yeah, so he showed 30 12-inch singles. His were all Manchester bands. So yeah, I'm going to do something similar, not quite the same. I mean, I've been thinking about ideas for videos that I could make, and yeah, I'm going to combine this with one of those ideas which was sort of showing like maybe favourite B-sides or less familiar tracks. And yeah, so I've sort of split this in two. So there's 30 records here, they're all 12-inch singles, they're all picture sleeves, they're all sort of loosely indie, I guess. But the first 15 are maybe like, you know, chart hits, let's say, or indie classics, or whatever, things that everybody's probably familiar with. And then the other 15 are maybe B-sides or things that are favourites of mine that are maybe a bit less well known. And yeah, see what you think. So there's a playlist, obviously. I've quickly put that together. So yeah, the first 15 you're probably familiar with, the second 15 maybe not so much, but yeah, I'll just race through these. I mean, I've only done a limited amount of research, so maybe I'm not going to get all the details right. But yeah, it's just about showing the sleeves, really, isn't it? And yeah, let's get on with it. So, Portishead, Glory Box. I mean, I think as time's gone on, Portishead have become more and more revered, really, for that first album. When was this out? 94, was it? Yeah, 94. Radiohead, No Surprises, from OK Computer, so this is 97. Yeah, saw them on that tour a couple of times. This is Felt, Primitive Painters, so this is on Cherry Red. This features Liz Fraser on vocals. Total guess, I don't know when this is from, is it 85? Yeah, 85. Primal Scream, Dixie Narco EP. Now, I haven't gone for the obvious one here, so this is Moving On Up. But this actually contains the track Screamadelica. This is the only place you can get this, which is 10 minutes long. And I always loved this. And when they played Screamadelica, I mean, they've toured that a few times now for anniversaries. Did they do 30 years and 20 years or 21 years? Can't remember. I just kind of wish that they'd come on to this, because I'd have been even more excited for it. But I love this sleeve as well. When's this? Is it 92? Yeah. Talk. Life's What You Make of It. Yeah, Talk. Pretty amazing. I mean, Colour of Spring might be my favourite album, actually. I probably listen to that one more than any of the others. New Order, Everything's Gone Green. I like New Order. I ain't got a lot of stuff. I really like that track. The Cure, Just Like Heaven. Yeah, I mean, that's probably their most well-known track, isn't it? And it is amazing. Blur, Coffee and TV. When was that out? Was it 99? Can't even read that. I'll have to check. Pulp, the Sisters EP. So this features Babies. This is the second release. Did Babies come out as one of the gift singles? I think it did, didn't it? Was it on Intro and then it was on His and Hers? So, yeah, I really like Pulp. The Charlatans, Over Rising. I always really like this track. I think this is a non-album single that came out between the first and the second album. I think this is from 91. I did look at that before. Stone Roses, Begging You. So this is from Second Coming. I mean, I really like that album. Probably haven't played it for a long time. Death in Vegas, Scorpio Rising. So this is the one with Liam Gallagher on vocals. I mean, there was a time when I thought this was the best thing that Liam Gallagher had ever contributed to. I'm not so sure now, but I still quite like it. Happy Mondays, Rope for Luck. I did used to have quite a lot of Happy Mondays singles, and then I sort of decided I'm unlikely to want to play these again, but I absolutely love this. So I was definitely keeping this one. I can never. I've got a feeling the labels are mixed up on this. So there's a Paul Oakenfold mix and there's a Vince Clarke mix. I think it might be the Vince Clarke mix that I really like. Yeah, I used to have quite a lot of Smith's stuff and Morrissey things, and got rid of a lot of it. Kept this for the Dre's Train, which is amazing, and it's an instrumental track, so you're kind of safe to show appreciation for this without being accused of being an apologist for a middle-aged bigot, which is a bit of a risk with the Smiths, innit? Super Furries, The Man Don't Give a Fuck. I love the Super Furries, and they always used to finish on this track, so yeah, happy I've got that. Ian Dury, Spasticus Autisticus, which is an amazing track. So when's this from then? 81, that is. That might be 15, so these are the next 15. So most of these might be about the B-side. So this is Orange Juice, the singles I Can't Help Myself, long version. It's got a non-album B-side, which is Tongues Begin to Wag, which is might be my favourite, the favourite tune that I've heard by Orange Juice, to be honest. Verve, All in the Mind. I really like the Verve, particularly the early stuff. This is their first single and probably contains my favourite track, which again is a non-album B-side, Man Called Sun, which is just I don't know, it just transports you to another place. It's just shimmering with beauty, really, and Nick McCabe was a bit of a genius, to be honest. Pale Fountains, Thank You. Now, I can't remember if this is the first or the second single, but it's got a non-album B-side, Meadow of Love, which, similarly, I think that's my favourite Pale Fountains track. It's absolutely beautiful. Loads of string arrangements and horns on it, and it does not sound like 1982. Talking Drums, Pretend a Stranger. I don't really know anything about this. It's a single from, has it got the year on it? Early or mid-80s. I've got a feeling they only did a couple of things. 86, I think. So this is the 12-inch, and it's got the extended mix, which is remixed by Stephen Street. And honestly, this is like one of my favourite 80s sounding 80s tunes. It's just bombastic in all the right ways. It sounds like it could have been the theme tune to Ferris Bueller's Day Off or something like that. It should have been a massive hit. I love this. Chris Rea. So this is the B-side, Josephine version française, or I think it might be called version long or French remix sometimes. Honestly, this could be the song that I've listened to the most out of any other in my entire lifetime. I've probably been listening to that for 30 years now, and it still gets me every time. It's an amazing song. Beth Orton, Best Bit EP. So this is with Terry Callier. So there's two songs that they do together here, two covers, and it's Dolphins, which I Love, which is a cover of the Fred Neil track. Yeah, I really like this sleeve. De La Soul, I Know. So this has got a good remix, which is the Know It All mix. I think things like this are pretty cheap still. Great sleeve again. The Roots, The Seed, I just really like that tune. I got this when it came out, and yeah, still like it a lot. Neneh Cherry, Man Child, things like this are £1, £2, and when was this out? Would it have been like 88 or 89 when I was a kid anyway? 88. 89. I must have known it then, and I still love this track now. Bomb the Bass. So the reason for getting this is for the Kruder and Dorfmeister remix of Bug Powder Dust, which is the track that appeared on their K&D sessions. And some of the Depeche Mode track Useless, that's the K&D remix. You know, that 12-inch single, because it's Depeche Mode, is, I don't know, 40, 50 quid maybe. I personally think this is the better track. I mean, that Useless is a highlight on that album, as is Bug Powder Dust. But, you know, you can get this for less than a tenner easy. DJ Shadow, High Noon. So this has got the extended overhaul version of Organ Donor, which was always a favourite. So this is Mellow, Instant Love. I love this sleeve. This is actually a promo version. So this is the only way to get this record on just a normal, black wax. I think the 12-inch release was actually a picture disc, which I've had before and didn't sound as good as this. The reason for getting this is the Andy Votel remix, which is nothing like the original. I think Mellow, a Scandinavian sort of indie band, nothing remarkable. But this track is amazing. This record's worth about £2. That track for me is worth a lot more. LCD Sound System. Maybe was this their first single, Losing My Edge? It's the B-side, Beat Connection, which I still absolutely love. That was on maybe both tracks were on the second CD that you got with the original release of the debut album. Possibly this is the only place to get that track on record. I love LCD Sound System. I'm going to see them live soon. Sub Space Face. This is Jodrell Bank. I've actually been in there when I was at work one time. And so Sub were, what Doves ended up being. But Doves always used to finish their live sets by playing a version of this, which was always a highlight. So yeah, this is from 91. There you go, that's 30. Cheers, Rob.